105.4, the voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Episode of INCRadio, Silicon Valley, California. I'm Brother Glean. I'm from the local congregation of Salinas, and joining with me today is this very wonderful panel. Why don't we go ahead and introduce ourselves, starting with the sister to my left.
Hi, everyone. I am Sister Belle. I'm from the local congregation of San Jose.
San Jose.
And
Very handsome brothers.
Oh,
to my
brothers.
right.
So my name is Brother Miguel. You may know me, but we have a new brother in our panelists.
Yes.
If you can introduce yourself, you say your name and your local congregation.
I am Brother Aldrich, and I am from the local congregation of Fremont.
All right. Yeah. We know each
Fremont.
other. We know each other. Yes. So Brother Aldrich is here today because he is very excited, and we're all excited because we're going to be talking about, what are we talking about, Brother Glean?
You know, Brother Miguel, school I know is around the corner for a lot of our brethren, a lot of the brethren, a lot of the brethren. So we thought it would be a timely topic to start talking about school.
Yes, back to school. If you haven't know already, you can see it on our forms and even on the title of this broadcast. But before we talk about back to school and having our discussion, we love to read off some comments. If we're able to read off some comments, being able to see that we have many different comments. We have from Brother Francis Valencia. Good evening, brethren. Students, CBI ready for school. And then being able, CBI, yes, we actually have an activity that's going to be coming up soon, and then we're going to hopefully be able to talk about that. And then also we have another comment that also says from Brother Romil. He said, welcome and shout out to San Jose and hello to everyone on the Silicon Valley chat. Yes. And today we're going to be talking about back to school. Back to school is such an important thing because we have so many students within Silicon Valley, and even some of our viewers who are maybe students or who plan on going back to school, who are done with school, you know, so many different things.
Why don't we start laying down the foundation or some context about us? How about we start with you, Brother Aldrich?
Yeah.
What level of school are you preparing for?
Right now, I am entering my third year. I took a 2-year gap to focus on work. But yeah, I'm really excited.
Okay.
Fellow transferee.
Oh yeah.
Fellow transferee. So, Brother Aldrich, if you can, what school are you currently at right now?
Oh, currently I am attending at De Anza College.
De Anza. Oh, okay. So that's nearby San Jose, Palo Alto, in Palo Alto area.
Yeah.
I heard that's a really great community college.
Yes.
And then
It's a community college, but it's as big as a university.
Oh,
It's
really?
nice.
Really
It's
big.
nice.
Oh, I see. I started off school at many different schools. I've bounced around, but right now I'm currently at San Jose State. So shout out to Spartans. Go Spartans. And I think we also have another Spartan in the class. I was wondering, Belle, where do you go to school?
Well, we are classmates, Brother Miguel. You should know, but I think for all viewers, so we go to the same school. We are at San Jose State University. We are in the same classes, but on different college levels. But I am about to start my 4th year of college now. So pretty cool. But I was also kind of in the same college where Brother Aldrich is going to, but not that college. But I went to a community college, and now I am going to a university. So I think that's a really cool step in our lives that we're all going through different stages in school. And I think this is like the perfect topic for those who are going back to school, for those who are graduating from high school, or those who are probably getting back into college, which I think is like really cool because there are different life stages we're all going to.
And for those starting school, maybe even next week.
Right? Wow, yeah.
So many people that are starting school, ending school. And if you can, in the chat, if you are currently in school or have currently graduated from school, why don't you text in the chat what school you're from and what major you graduated from. We love to hear and hopefully be able to read one of the comments of our different alumni that are in the chat currently. And then last but not least, Glenn, what are you going to school for?
I actually just graduated community college.
Oh,
I'm
congrats.
transferring into UC Santa Cruz.
Oh,
Whoa.
Nice.
Santa
Fellow
Cruz.
transferee like brother
Nice.
Aldrich.
Oh, that's
Okay.
dope. That's cool. So what major are you going to into?
I'm thinking of creative technologies right now.
Oh, creative technologies.
Also, fun fact, Glenn and I went to the same community college.
Oh wow. We
Yeah.
all went to school
Wow.
together.
You did?
No,
Oh.
no, we're going to school together, but we all are somehow connected.
There you go.
There you go. But that's great that we have now a baseline of like where everyone's at in school. I wanted to ask the whole panel and even those in the chat, what are some of the items that you feel are important to prepare for your everyday task in school, whether it can be somewhere digital or even physical? What are some of the must-haves in order to be a student in school?
Actually, Brother Miguel, if I can chime in, for those that are INC Radio super fans, me and Sister Belle actually did a similar broadcast of this a few years ago. I don't remember our answers because it was along the lines of like what was in our backpacks.
Oh, yeah, there you
right?
go. Yeah, yeah.
I think I had like blue light glasses because I know a lot of us, especially in Silicon Valley, California, work with screens. So
Yes.
it's important to maintain eye health. And I think I also had those little INC media cards to give out. I don't know if you remember your answers, because I don't. I'll be
I
honest.
think, well, mine was something similar, and I think it's the same answer I'm probably going to be saying later in answering your question. It's definitely bringing as much stuff as I can to always be prepared. I mean, having my agenda, having all my books, especially my computer, is something I always need. If I can't write it down, I might as well just type it down, you know?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see. I see. What about you, Brother Aldridge? What is in your bag when you go to school?
I have nothing in my bag.
Oh,
Okay.
Wait, when do you start school?
I start school sometime in September.
Oh.
okay,
Yeah.
September. So this is a
Um,
little bit early for you. That's good. That's good.
But-
Preparation.
But one thing though that I find very important to me is it's more of like mental health.
I see.
Yes.
I think it's very important in terms of being able to learn and grow and to be able to execute from that. And I think that's number one like principle for me.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Being able to have a good mental health, being mentally strong,
Yeah.
especially for something that is as strenuous as school,
Yes.
is very important because without good mental health, you are not gonna do well with classes. You're gonna think negative thoughts. So it's very important to be mentally strong and have a really good mental health. It was really great what you brought up, Brother Aldridge.
Sort of like kind of picking back off Brother Aldrich. I know a lot of us are tech savvy. This is Silicon Valley, California. We're kind of attached to our phones, and I know there's a wide range of apps. Maybe there are some apps that can help with breathing exercises to maybe calm down after a test or before a test, and even excuse me,
Maybe you need that breathing exercise.
and even I need a breathing exercise after this.
He forgot to take his.
He didn't take it today, so that's why.
But yeah, going back into like breathing exercises, like there are apps for that
Yeah.
actually now. That's pretty advanced for tech companies to be actually bringing that out.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that, Sister Bell. For me, I like planning my day. I like being able to know what's happening in the next hour or so. So for me, I like having a digital camera.
Yes.
Or not wait, camera. I mean calendar.
Calendar.
Oh.
I'm looking at the
okay.
camera, so I'm thinking of a camera. So
Oh.
it's digital calendar, and I have digital calendar because being able to see my whole schedule, whether I have classes on these days, on these hours, and for me, I even share my calendar with some of my friends or even my family. Them being able to know what my schedule is helps them understand what is happening on each day and at what I am able to do and what things that I need to accomplish on certain days. But that's just me. So I wanted to ask the chat with also what are the things that you like to use and bring up for school. But before we kind of ask that, I want to kind of jump in and shift gears and maybe read some shout outs in the chat. Brother Aldridge, do you think you can read that first comment?
From Jordan in DK, I don't recognize bro Aldrich without a basketball.
Oh, there you go, brother. Aldridge plays basketball.
Plays
There you
basketball.
Hello,
go.
brother.
Sister
Hello.
Belle, can you read the next live shout out we have listed?
Oh, we have brother Jiro. Hello to my high school graduation mates, brother Glean and sister Belle, CO 2022. Oh, there you go. We were in the same kind of batch of graduating in high school.
Shout out, brother Jiro. We love you, Paul. See you soon.
Okay. And then we have another comment from Sister Nicole Molina. Hello, everyone. Happy to see our hosts Miguel, Aldrich, Glenn, and Bell all together. The logo and the background are great. Maybe Brother Glenn may need water.
Maybe I do. Maybe I do.
Oh, back to school items.
Oh, that's
Needs
another
to
thing.
bring.
We need to bring a water bottle.
Hydration.
Hydration. Very, very important. Yes. So
We actually have someone who suggested some things from their back to school. It's from Ezra. I always keep my candies and chocolates in my pocket to boost my energy.
so
Nice.
snacks.
I don't know.
yes.
I don't know if this is like a pseudoscience, but I've been told eating like chocolates or like sweets before a test helps with like brain function.
Oh, I
So
see.
maybe that might be a pro tip. for
Stimulation.
Stimulation, yeah.
Yes.
Get the nerves going.
And then Brother Dylan from Fremont, journaling and talking with friends help me structure my thoughts for the day. But I usually conduct a prayer in the morning, asking God for guidance. Yes,
Yes.
very,
Oh,
very
there you
amazing,
go.
very
I
important
like
answer.
that.
yes. So kind of shifting gears now, I wanted to ask, we talked about what to bring to school, right? What are some of the tips that you would say is important when it comes to being in school? I know that we've been in school for countless, since I think elementary, kindergarten, and we're now at the higher end of school, which is in college. It could be hard to balance so many different things. So I wanted to ask, how do you guys balance your schedule when it comes to school? Anyone? And I also want to ask the chat too. What are your ways to balance school?
Actually, I think that answers Sister Nikki Molina. She says, my favorite ways to stay organized are planners, whiteboards nailed to my own wall, and also weekly coffee check-ins with my fellow friends and brethren.
That's very important.
Yeah,
Yes.
sort of what Brother Aldrich was saying earlier, the mental health aspect of like school, right?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, being
Yeah.
able to talk to your friends, your loved ones about what you're going through is very, very important. And then another tip that Brother Jordan said,
Not just a tip, a pro gamer.
Pro gamer tip.
be sure to ask your teachers questions on concepts you have troubles grasping. And then there's also YouTube. Yes, the platform we're on right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Sister Bella, can you read that one?
Oh, yeah, from Danielle. During exams, I would always wear a hat. I felt like they worked like horse blinders during a race, and I would always feel extra focused. Oh, I think
Oh.
I know what she's trying to say there. I mean,
Yes,
kind
being
of
able to
block the
stay
view a little
focused.
bit.
Yeah. Not look
Yeah.
at other people, not
It's
look at other
hard.
papers.
No,
I think
I mean, being distracted all the time while you're taking a test, it's kind of just like your own mode.
but I
Yeah,
think that's
exactly.
good though because you're able to like just focus on that.
Whole
And,
life.
I know
Yeah, yeah.
exactly.
stay locked in. Yeah.
I
Oh.
see.
From Sister Portia, very important pro tip, or pro gamer tip, as Todd Jordan would say. Shout out to all students. Please don't skip breakfast.
Yes, yes.
Important. Please
Very,
eat
very
before
important.
school.
So we kind of got a lot of tips that
Yes.
was said from the chat, from us, and I know that that's really important because these tips may not always work for everyone,
Yes.
right? It may not. It might you may do one thing, like you may be planning ahead, but then maybe you're not the type of person that you can't really plan ahead, but you always think about stuff during the day of. I was wondering. I think the biggest aspect about school is staying motivated.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
staying motivated is super important because if you don't have motivation, you can't really, you might not go to class, you might not finish. For those that are in the chat that are graduated, what kept you motivated? Something a little bit more on a serious end. What kept you motivated for finishing school? And I also wanted to ask the panelists, what keeps you motivated to stay in school?
Ooh.
Let's think about that. For me, I can answer. I think
Okay.
it's a question and then I
okay,
answer.
okay, go
But,
ahead.
I just so you guys to think. But for me, what kept me motivated is understanding that school is an opportunity to help yourself being able to reach a point in time where you are feeling accomplished, being able to have opportunities, especially where we are at right now. Having a degree, being able to graduate is so important because it unlocks so many different potential connections that you're able to have when it comes to these careers and jobs. But that's just for me, and being able to hopefully have an opportunity to provide for my family and my loved ones. But that's just me. Yeah. Brother Glean, do you have anything you want to say?
Oh, what kept me motivated?
Yeah, what keeps you motivated?
This isn't a PR train answer, but this is my genuine answer. I
Your
promise.
genuine answer? Okay.
What kept me motivated? Definitely my duties.
Mm,
sure.
I
Mm,
see. I see.
mm.
And the times where school was a little bit rough, or maybe things were very busy academically, or church-wise, or personally, my duties helped me stay grounded,
Mm,
and it kind of kept me sane. Helped
Mhm.
me whenever I prayed on and during worship service. It was nice having that connection. Like, oh, God has my back,
Yeah.
even if I have a difficult test coming up, or if I'm struggling in class. God has my back.
Yeah. Yeah. We
Mhm.
just pray and then we're okay.
Yes, I like that.
Yes. What about you, Sister Belle? Do you have anything that you want to add on?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely say there's a lot of things that keep me motivated. I think the first thing that comes up into my mind is my parents. My
Mm.
parents are the greatest example of how I am today. And I think for them, for school is such a great blessing for us. You know,
Yes.
not everyone has access to it, but the fact that, you know, many young students here and even in our district and even in our country, we have, you know, the rights to have education.
Mhm.
And I'm so grateful for that. And my parents always remind me about how learning and everything and going exceeding in your studies are a great blessing to have in your life. And I think that just motivates me to even more keep going with my studies, especially with my friends and the youth group in the church. You know, I just feel like, especially in this panel, I don't feel alone
Right.
in going to school.
Yeah.
I mean, even when I went to school with Glenn, it's like you guys helped me going. Even when I see you at school, Brother Miguel, it's just like, okay, great. I'm not just, you know, in this by myself
Yeah.
doing assignments and everything or, you know, asking for help. There's always brethren out there. And I hope even brethren who are watching this right now, there are many people you can always ask for help, especially brethren in the church, especially your elders and the officers. You know, we all go through different things. And I just think, you know, the greatest help you can get is also, you know, being active in your duties, like
Yes.
Brother Glenn said, and, you know, keep going and always keep praying, as, you know, I saw in the comments. And I just think that's like very motivating. So,
I
yeah.
see. I see.
Last but not least, Brother Aldrich.
You had the loaded answer, Sister Belle. Good answer.
To,
Oh, I'm
uh,
sorry. I was too in the moment.
What keeps you motivated?
To add on to what Brother Glean and Sister Bell said, there's always something to look for when it comes to staying motivated in school. Um, Looking at it in a way where opportunity is everywhere. I think that's very important. And as I've stated, that like mental health is like number one principle, at least for me.
Mhm.
So I think, yeah, the number one thing is just to be able to look at the many opportunities, even when life is bringing you down or when things aren't going your way.
Mhm.
You know, things happen for a reason. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. I really like to piggyback on what you said, Brother Aldridge. I know this. I don't know if this is a quote or I just heard this from somewhere, but when they say rejection, when you get rejected, rejection is another form of redirection.
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh.
absolutely.
Yeah, so I heard that. I don't know if that resonates with anybody, but I know that sometimes you may get rejected from whether you went to school and you wanted to go to school at this place, but then you get rejected. But then in retrospect, you're able to understand that, wow, being able to get rejected from the school or rejected from whatever was actually the best decision that has ever happened to me because
Mhm.
I was given the opportunity
Right.
to do something different and now that I really love. So
Mhm.
I've always had a believer in understanding that opportunity is everything, but always being able to be open to whether or not your plans come to fruition or whatnot.
If
So
a door closes, another door opens,
Yes,
right?
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
Brother
Yes.
Aldrich, did you want
no,
to say
you,
something?
you guys are just very inspirational.
Thank you. Yes, thank you, brother Aldridge. Yes.
I actually wanted to read this tip, not a pro tip or a pro gamer tip, from from Charles Hobelianos, my crew Charles. He actually gave me this tip before I came into college, and it says, "Don't feel discouraged if you are waitlisted, like enrolling for classes.
Mhm.
Always stay positive and motivated, and go to the class the first day. You have a great chance to get into this class." I actually have a story for this.
Oh,
There
what's
was,
the story?
if I can shout out to Crew Charles for this.
Oh, okay.
So I remember there's a class I really needed to get into,
Mhm.
and I would be off track if I didn't take it.
Mhm.
I was waitlisted 17th in like the whole queue.
Oh, wow.
I remember this. I went to worship. I emailed the professor. I went to worship service, and then when I came out, the professor said, "Okay, you're in. You're in the class."
Wow.
Even if I was 17 in the queue, I got in. I got in.
Wow. From 17 to
In
first
in the
place
class, right?
in the class.
Wow.
Charles.
Shout out my coach Charles. He's behind. He's
Yes.
behind. He's behind the camera right
Very
now.
much so.
Cool.
You know, that's really important. Yeah. Being
Yes.
able to pray, being able to just put yourself forward
Yes.
and understand that opportunity is everything. Like what you are all saying. Yes.
If you never ask, the answer is always no.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. What did that one basketball player said? You take what did he say?
Oh, hold on. I remember it.
Do you remember?
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
There it is.
Yes.
But
There you
Steph
go.
Curry, right? Or
no.
no,
No.
just kidding. I'm pretty sure he's something like that. But yes, yes. For those don't get offended. Okay, but I wanted to shift gears. You know, we're talking about tips. We talked about opportunity.
Wait, Miguel. Hold on. Sorry to interrupt you,
Yes.
but it is Brother Glean's birthday today.
Oh yeah.
Who's Brother
Wow.
Glean?
Glenn.
We have a sister Jennifer Tison.
Hi, Jen.
Happy birthday to Brother Glenn. It's okay. Can we get a happy birthday in the chat?
Happy birthday, Glenn, from my
W-
mom.
Happy birthday. Yes.
Thank you, Paul. Anyways,
Sorry, Miguel.
It's okay. No. That's
Thank you,
a
Brother
great
Roger.
reminder.
Yeah, give him a shout out in the comments to greet Glenn. Happy
Yes,
birthday.
happy
Yay.
birthday to our lovely host.
He didn't see that coming.
We had to stop. That was actually planned.
That was actually perfect.
That was planned. Yes, but you know, this I think what I wanted to leave off by with everyone was, you know, this was a really great discussion when it comes to going back to school, staying motivated, having opportunity, Glean's birthday, so many different things of like that's important. But I think one of the things that I wanted to ask, just before we close things off with the discussion, is why why are you motivated? You know, I know that it's a little bit of a deeper question on what keeps you motivated, but why are you motivated? I wanted to ask everyone in the chat, why do you go so hard to go to school? Why do you go study hard for school, strive hard to for this education, and maybe this whatever we say hopefully can provide inspiration to those that are listening on air right now. So, do you have anything you want to say for the Aldrich?
No, I was just just come back to me.
Okay, I'll get back
Okay.
to you. Yeah.
I would say probably, well, these are my hopes. These are my dreams. And the things I ask for, I ask it to God. And, you know, I think we mentioned it before, nothing is impossible with God.
Yes.
Especially with Glen's story, that's actually amazing, you know, and we all want the same thing in life too, is to succeed and also to please God. And how can I do that when, you know, if I want to do good in school, I want to be successful in pleasing God as well, and especially performing all of my duties and attending all of the activities in the church that we always have. And I just think that really motivates me on why I'm doing this for. And I just think, you know, the more I do it, the more the things I can get in my life through God.
Yeah, I think definitely being able to understand your why in terms of with everything you do, why are you going through all this hardship? Why are you going to class? Why are you being able to stay up late, being able to study for these exams? You know, waking up early for all of these different opportunities. I think definitely being able to understand your why is so important. I think when it comes to education. You know, I was talking to Brother Aldridge before our showcasing today of back to school, of, you know, talking about school, you know,
Yeah.
understanding why do you want to do this career or why do you want to do that other career.
Yeah.
You know, being able to understand that is really important because your why is the one I feel like that keeps at least me motivated, you know.
Mhm.
And I think what you said is so true, Sister Bell, being able to understand that this is well, my why is because I want to be able to perform, be able to give glory to God and everything in all that respects. Yeah. Yeah. Super deep.
Super deep. No, it's real though. It's
real.
so real.
It's real.
Especially like staying up late. I'm like, ah.
But to add on to what Miguel said, I remember what he said. That like rejection like is another way of like redirection or something.
Yeah,
Is that what he said?
redirection.
And also to add on to what Sister Bell said, like, you know, nothing is impossible with God, and the things that happen, like I said, it happens for a reason, and it could also be God's way of telling you that, oh, like this is what I want you to do. Like He has a plan for you,
Mhm.
and His plan is a promise.
Mhm.
So it's for sure, you know.
Yeah.
Like we'll have our dreams and hopes and the things that we have planned out for our whole life,
Mhm.
but those things they might not, you know.
Mhm.
But as long as we put our trust and hope in God, everything will be okay.
Yeah, yeah. I think I 100% agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wise words.
Yeah, wise words, wise words. Okay. Before we close things off, we're gonna actually transition now to our CFO recap. Yes. So we're gonna be talking about our CFO activities, our upcoming activities, and also our previous activities. And then hopefully towards the end, we'll read off some shout outs. All right. If Tech, if you're able to post on our CFO activities, we have our past CFO activities. We had our South San Jose Kadiwa Bowling and Finke Sports activity. Yes.
Oh, it's esports.
Esports, yes. I forgot to read the E. I believe this is at round 1 in San Jose. Looks like a lot of fun. Wow, they're able to play arcades, be able to play bowling. What is that game called? Is that foosball or no?
Air hockey.
Air hockey, yes, yeah.
I've never played at round one. I've never played at round
Never
one.
played at round 1. We gotta
Someone
go
say
there.
this in the
Bowling?
comments, please.
Bowling.
Yes. And then we had also that happened this past weekend, our district-wide baptism. And then we are able to see all of the brethren. And then also we had our welcome my brethren and our anniversary socializing for our 111th anniversary. And then there was a lot of games, there was a lot of pictures, a lot of food, there was a photo booth, and even a live band that was playing.
Yes,
Lot
it
of
was so
fun.
nice.
Yes, super nice. And then now we're going to be talking about our upcoming CFO activities for this month. So we have a lot. Actually, tomorrow we have our coastal cleanup that is going to be happening at 9 a.m. in Monterey. So if you haven't already, be able to get the address and hopefully be able to see you there tomorrow morning. And then Salinas local congregation had their animal appreciation at Monterey Quest Zoo, August 9th.
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, this is a great activity. We're just talking about back to school. And hopefully, when you are able to finish, you're able to attend our baccalaureate, our Silicon
Wow.
Valley baccalaureate. We're going to be celebrating all of the graduates for this year. And this is going to be at San Jose, August 10th at the San Jose Chapel. And then last but not least, our second to last, we have our musical evangelical mission. And this is going to be happening at San Jose as well. This is going to be on the 31st. And then after that musical EVM, we have our get together, our scan get together and recruitment going to be happening at 6 p.m. All right. So we're just going to want to wrap things up. And hopefully, before we end things off and say our closing remarks, do we have any shout outs to anybody? Anyone you want to shout out? Brother Aldridge, you want to shout out that's watching right now?
If my mom and my sister are watching, I just want to shout them out. Mom
Aw.
and Lana, I love you guys.
Aw.
We love you too. All right. And then also, I want to give a shout out for myself, but I want to shout out Brother Glean.
Oh,
for
why?
being such an amazing host, amazing partner, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Completely flattered, brother Miguel. Thank you.
Yes. And before we close things off, we want to talk about our conclusion and ways to tune in. So we have. Thank you so much for joining us. We have our YouTube at INCRadio DZEM954, and then we also have our social media. If you haven't done so already, please follow us on our social media at Iglesia Ni Cristo News and Updates on Facebook, Instagram, and then we have our Instagram at INC Media News and Updates. We'd like to thank our church administration. We'd like to thank our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. We also like to thank our Deputy Executive Minister, Brother Angelo Manalo. And we also like to really thank our Silicon Valley District staff, our Supervising Minister, Ka Noel S. Gasman, our Assistant District Supervising Minister, Ka Jason Dulalas, and our CFO Overseer, Ka Mark Anthony Manuel, and our Multimedia Advisor, Ka Frances Valencia. We also like to thank our INCRadio family, our Kuya Tech, Brother Manley, and then Brother Wally, our station manager. And of course, we like to thank everybody that's joining us on
INCRadio.
California.
Yay!
Thank you for joining us.
Happy birthday, Glean!
Happy
Happy birthday, Glenn.